In this brief video, my aim is to educate you on molecular hydrogen into the vast capabilities and the future it holds for regenerative medicine. My name is Carrie Drinkwine, and I'm a certified regenerative health practitioner as well as a traditional naturopath. I own a holistic clinic as well as the Institute of Regenerative Health, where I train and certify practitioners globally. So it is of my deepest passion to always be bringing the best modalities and the most current scientific research to the world. So let's dive into molecular hydrogen. Hydrogen is the smallest molecule in the world, and it has the ability to penetrate every single cell in your body. When it does this, it's actually upregulating your mitochondrial function. The mitochondria is the power plant of your cell. All cellular functions in your entire body are fueled by the mitochondria. When we increase the energy in our cell and we create a higher ATP, this creates a strong cell that is significantly more resistant to antigens, pathogens, parasites, or anything that could come and invade the cellular system. The very beginning and the precursor to all dis-ease or imbalance in the body is a low energy source. So when the mitochondria start to become depleted on energy, we start to see all bodily functions and organs not being able to function properly. So when we increase the energy in a cell, we actually increase the vitality of the entire body. In addition, molecular hydrogen also begins to balance and manage reactive oxygen species and reduce oxidative stress. The increase in reactive oxygen species is one of the main causes of illness and dis-ease, along with dehydration. When we have oxidation in the body or cellular damage, we need to have reduction to reduce that. And molecular hydrogen is able to work on the reductant side, reducing oxidative damage and stress. So I'm going to go through a really fast list for you of some of the benefits of molecular hydrogen. Number one is it has antioxidant-like properties. So H2 acts like a selective antioxidant, which has the ability to neutralize harmful free radicals in the body and reduce oxidative stress, like I mentioned. It is huge with anti-inflammatory effects. Clinical research shows that it's able to suppress inflammation, prevent or alleviate symptoms of inflammatory conditions. We also know that inflammation is a precursor to all illnesses as well. Number three, it improves cognitive function. Preliminary studies suggest that H2 actually has a lot of neuroprotective effects and could potentially benefit cognitive function. Number four, cardiovascular support. H2 is shown to maintain cardiovascular health by reducing oxidative stress, improving blood flow, and supporting healthy cholesterol levels. Number five, enhanced exercise performance and recovery. A lot of studies suggest that H2 consumption actually improves exercise performance, reduces muscle fatigue, and enhances post-exercise recovery. Number six is gastrointestinal health. Molecular hydrogen has a positive impact on the gut health by reducing inflammation and promoting a healthy gut microbiome. Number seven, molecular hydrogen is known to upregulate the Nrf2 pathway, which is the cytoprotective pathway of the cell. It literally is the pathway that regulates gene expression, healthy gene expression, detoxification, the integrity of the cell. This pathway is one of the most important pathways in the entire body. And last but not least, in all of the decades of clinical research in molecular hydrogen, there are no known side effects at all. No harmful side effects. So isn't that amazing? Now, as a clinician, I see the main causation of dis-ease is people that are in a state of oxidative stress and dehydration. So today I'm going to talk to you about the best bottle on the market, because there are a lot of bottles on the market. Today I'm going to talk to you about the CellPower molecular hydrogen device and why it is the best on the market. Now, molecular hydrogen is starting to gain a lot of momentum and get a lot of attention in the industry because of the scientific research that has been conducted. So what happens is people try to go make a bottle, or they contact a manufacturing company and have them just create a molecular hydrogen device without really fully understanding hydrogen, as well as ensuring the quality to be producing safe molecular hydrogen. To me, there's absolutely nothing worse than somebody thinking they're going to do something good for their health and actually consuming something harmful. And this is happening, I'm telling you, widespread in the market. So let's go through the CellPower bottle, which I am holding here, and why this is the best on the market. Number one reason is it is custom designed by Nuno Nina, who is the inventor and practitioner and clinician. He has owned multiple clinics, and he owns the Integrative Medicine Clinic in Lisbon and has seen over 70,000 patients. He has conducted years and years of clinical research working with molecular hydrogen specifically and its therapeutic modalities. So this is designed by somebody that has worked clinically with molecular hydrogen for years. Number 2 is every single part of the bottle is designed by Nuno Nina himself and not outsourced to a factory to create our device. And number 3 is we own the factory. So we control every single part of the process, which is extremely important for quality and care. And now let's break down the bottle and why this device is so incredible and why it's elite to everything else that's on the market. Starting at the top, in the lid here, you have the ability to use frequencies in the lid. There are 3 unique frequencies in the lid. Number 1 is the energy setting, which we recommend using in the morning and early afternoon when the body is normally in a more energetic or oxidative state to follow the principles of Chinese medicine. Number 2 is recovery, and this is encouraging the reduction state, so reducing oxidative stress. This is recommended after an intense workout, late afternoon, and early evening. And number 3 is Lumi Vitae, which means light of life. The frequencies of the sun. Essentially, the frequencies are mimicking the biochemical process that happens in photosynthesis to inform the water to increase its electrical potential. These frequencies are simply an enhancement to the pure molecular hydrogen that we are producing inside the bottle. Now let's get into the hydrogen. In the center, this is where the hydrogen water is created, but it's created from a system that's happening in the base. In the base of this bottle, you must have electrodes in order to create molecular hydrogen. Our electrodes are coated in titanium and platinum to ensure that there's never any metal leaching. Number 2, in order to create molecular hydrogen, you must have a membrane, a proton exchange membrane, and the integrity of that membrane is going to create the purity of the water. Our proton exchange membrane is custom designed by Nuno Nina and is currently the strongest membrane in the world. The other leading membrane in the world was known as the DuPont, and it actually was very easy to tear apart and noticed breakdown happening pretty quickly with this membrane. This membrane is essential to the purity of what is produced in the water. When you go through the process of electrolysis, you actually are creating an electrical charge to create a biochemical change. More is produced than just hydrogen, and this is very important to understand. So all of the byproducts that are produced cannot be allowed through the membrane. So in our bottle, we have a dual chamber system, and we actually have a little dot at the bottom of the bottle that releases any of the unwanted gases or byproducts that are produced. And only pure molecular hydrogen is allowed through this very highly specialized membrane. Now we also have a hydrogen-rich 3-phase formula that has a very balanced ratio of pH, ORP, and RH2. And this is something else that is very different from us and the rest of the market. Nuno has clinically studied for many years the way in which hydrogen works the best in the body. And these ratios that he's come up with is where he's seen the best clinical results and create the best environment for the molecular hydrogen to thrive in. Through our process of electrolysis, the potential for hydrogen, also known as the pH, does not change. All other devices that are water ionizers or devices that are producing molecular hydrogen, in an attempt to do so, they always have such a high electrical charge that it's actually raising the pH of the water. This is thus producing alkaline water, which is actually not fit for our consumption or for the health of our gut bacteria. You want to have a pH that's 7 or below. So what you put in our bottle is what you get out. We recommend putting water in between a pH of 5 and 6.8 for the ideal ratio, but at least a pH of 7 or lower. Next is ORP, which is oxidation reduction potential. This is really important. If the substance has the ability to oxidize or reduce, we obviously don't want any more oxidation in our body. And so our bottle has a negative ORP of -400 to -600. This means that it has a reducing agent. And in this ratio is where Nuno saw that the molecular hydrogen was able to perform the best inside of the body. Number 3 is RH2, and this is the amount of electrons that are present. And an RH2 of less than 8 is again this golden ratio that Nuno found through clinical research. This is really important for the ability to balance oxidation, and reduction. So this three-phase formula is what separates and differentiates our molecular hydrogen from the rest of the hydrogen devices on the market, in addition to every part of this bottle being custom designed, meticulously crafted to be the highest quality in the world. Now we also have chromotherapy on the bottle, which is just really nice for aesthetics. There are an array of colors that you can select from. And then last but not least, in the base of the bottle, there are meticulously designed magnets that are arranged specially and crafted by Nuno Nina to actually mimic the magnetic field of the earth. In Chinese medicine, it is thought that the earth provides a vital force of energy. And through including this in the base, we've essentially created a microcosm in the bottle. We have the earth in the bottle. We have the frequencies of the sun in the lid. We have the magnetic field of the earth in the base. And we have the purest molecular hydrogen water being produced in the center. The concept is we are bringing ancient water back to the present moment with futuristic science. I hope this video was helpful in teaching you how Cell Power Water is the highest quality on the market and why you should look no further. Please reach out to the person that sent you this video and they will send you a direct link to purchase your device.